Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Sorry for not releasing a League of Legends game yesterday. I'm having some trouble starting replays. Not all of them, this one went very smoothly. But yeah, virtually every other one that I'm downloading currently. So we are going to do an Ezreal game, and he is on Skype with Akali. And I actually wanted to do an Akali game. So I'm sorry dude, even though this Ezreal sent it in, I'm going to do early game Akali, and then after that we will see what happens in the other lanes. But I wanted to do an Akali game for quite a while, and every Akali game people send to me doesn't work. So it's really annoying, and I'm going to just go with this. And since it's his friend, I'm sure he won't mind too much. So he should have a pretty, well, the Ezreal that is, should have a pretty easy lane. He's up against, first of all, a Soraka with heal. Yeah, that's kind of double. I mean, you used to be able to do that when heal was still great, because that meant that your carry could just go full on offensive, didn't have to buy anything defense, and didn't have to play cautiously or anything. Would just be able to go full in aggressive and yeah, go just crazy mode. Anyway, that is the way it used to work. Nowadays with the new heal, with the, as you can see, 18-second cooldown on heal, which is ridiculously long, it just isn't any good anymore. So furthermore, this Twitch, he has teleport out of all skills. Oh wow! Yeah, he got totally owned there by the Twitch. Twitch going for expunge first, which makes for, yeah, a very easy first blood there. And yeah, I'm glad that I stuck around there for a moment. Anyway, in the mid lane, nothing is happening for the moment. We are up against Annie here, and Annie is of course very, very strong, especially if she levels up that Q early game. And well, this one has Q early, or Q as the first skill. And well, with the Q, every time you last hit, yeah, sorry, a little bit of lag here because my computer was finishing some other project I'm working on, and it should be done now. So that's why I already started the game. I didn't expect it to lag, because normally in the end of the process it doesn't use as much memory anymore. But anyway, it doesn't matter, hopefully. And yeah, getting tagged up a little bit by Annie, but Annie needs to focus on landing those Qs, because those Qs are what gives her farm. Yeah, every time you hit the last hit with it, you get your mana back, and that's exactly what you want. Hang on. Oh, this guy gets executed with red buff on by the double golems, and he doesn't even run away. Oh my god. Did he? I'm not sure. I think he didn't get the camp. I'm not actually sure, but it seems that it's still on the minimap, so I don't know why people even risk that. But yeah, I meant because of the red buff. Of course, the red buff might have been able to pick off the last few hit points. I don't know why people risk that. Yeah, of course, as a jungler you should know your limitations, and losing red buff to the double golems is definitely not good. Anyway, we are not going anywhere. So Akali, especially against Annie, needs to use that invisibility, the Twilight Shroud, to her advantage, because by popping down that shroud and hiding under it, you can last hit perfectly without getting tagged up by any skills from Annie. So the Q at least, and yeah, the shield of course doesn't work at all anyway. It doesn't add damage, but you can't get hit by auto attacks. You can't get hit by the Q. You can still get hit by the Incinerate and the Bear. But yeah, Tibbers is not up yet. We're at level 4, and Yeah, as I said, she needs to use that invisibility to do two things. First of all, she needs to farm with it. That's a really important thing to do. Early game, Akali, because she has no range, has no dominance in the lane. Well, against this Annie, she has plenty of dominance in the lane, because it seems that Annie is not really interested in pushing anything, or, well, asserting her dominance, I guess, in this lane. She is just standing around doing nothing, and Akali is just free to farm. So the second thing you need to do with that Twilight Shroud is... Oh my god, are you kidding me? You freaking noob! Anyway, this time he didn't get the buff, it seems. No, his smite is already used, and yeah, he's just going to get executed by it. That is just insanely bad. That's like crazy bad. Yeah, it might be because he started off with the wrong items. No, but by now it really isn't even the issue. I don't know. He's just doing random stuff now. This is the jungler, right? Yep. So it should be like this. And yeah, we see a little bit of burst going down. It's not the entire burst of Annie, because her bear is of course her main source of damage. But as you can see, going full on aggressive, that is what I like about Annie. You can choose to be aggressive, you can also choose to be passive. No, I didn't discuss the... hang on. The last thing, or the second thing you need to do... Oh, and she's going to die! No! She stays alive! Wow! No, this guy's dead. Yeah. I don't know what he was doing. Obviously he ran away from the mid laner, but... Red team gets a double kill on bottom lane. Let's see, that must have been the ultimate. Because he got both of them at the same time, I think. No. Oh, I just missed the first one then. But very nicely done. At least they pick up a double kill for that Zed. Well, to compensate for that Zed. Not as a direct result of it, but anyway, the Twilight Shroud. The second thing you need to do is pressure your lane. If you put your Twilight Shroud over here, you can still last hit, especially with your Q, but you can also push away Annie. You can make sure she doesn't get near her minions, and you can prevent her from farming. And that is a really important skill to have. And the teleport comes in, but there's nobody there. Okay. Never mind then. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, the pressure you can exert with that Twilight Shroud is really big, and if you can use that to your advantage, you can really push out ranged champions, and that's why she's so good in top and mid lane, because she has that power to kind of create a zone where nobody wants to go, especially when level 6 or higher. When she gets 3 stacks on that Essence of Shadow, she becomes really dangerous, and people don't want to go near the Twilight Shroud. And this is why. No! Go on! Go! Oh my god, jump on her! Oh, she didn't reach. Oh, she couldn't reach it. Anyway, Annie is going to lose some minions now and some turret health, but that's about it. Yeah, she didn't wait long enough. She only had 1 stack up, I think, on her ultimate. She should have waited a little bit longer with that aggression. And yeah, by waiting a little bit longer, she could have gotten the kill. And of course, you need at least 2 stacks against Annie, because Annie normally has that shield upgraded. And if she has the shield upgraded, then you probably need 3 stacks. But that shield is quite a big addition to the well, the magic resist in this case, because, well, Akali mostly does magic damage. But yeah, it is of course all about the burst then. It's about the burst of those 3 stacks. And just, wow. Yeah, as I said, this should be an insanely easy lane. And he is indeed doing a very good job there. Yeah, up against the bananas now. And even though this guy is doing some damage, it is not really worth even mentioning when you're playing the game. I mean, now it's pretty fun to see that she does a little bit of damage, but really it is nothing compared to the amount that these two guys do. Well, I guess it's equal to, or sort of equal to the amount that Blitzcrank does. But yeah, they can just burst her down. That's why Soraka isn't played a whole lot anymore. Well, I'm not saying in the lower ELOs, I mean in the higher ELOs, because they nerfed the heal by 75%, and all she does is heal and give you mana, but mana is only useful in the early game. Then in the late game, you still have that that silence, and that is pretty useful. But then you're stuck with a champion that which only deals out silences, and that is just, yeah, it's not good enough. Obviously, there are still uses for it. Hang on, because yeah, I saw it happen. I just wanted to see what this fight brought. It seems that this fight's not bringing anything. Yeah, she went aggressive again, and you can see that easily on the minimap, because all of a sudden she jumps from being next to Annie to on top of Annie. And I saw it happen, but yeah, I wanted to follow this fight. So the wish goes off from Soraka, and the bear does not get a stun off, and that is huge. If that bear had landed a stun, it would have been over for Akali, because that stun would have meant that, first of all, Annie would have done a lot more damage, her bear would have done more damage, and she would have been able to step out of the fight, because she was already pretty far away, and she would be able to get out. But yeah, not in this case. Let's see, both of them went home, so we didn't miss anything there. And it seems that this is going okay for Rumble. Rumble 0-1 behind, but he is 42 minions to 20 minions, so he's up there, and that is excellent. Zed already died 3 times, only getting killed once, but overall that is not good. Then 4 kills for our Ezreal here, because of course playing a great game, but that's because he's sent in the game, so we can kind of assume that he has a good early game, because within a good early game you can get a good late game. And yeah, that's just the way it is. So it seems that we're just still pressuring. No invisibility going down though. Yeah, the invisibility ends here anyway. No, yeah, well, about here. So she could still use that a little bit to pressure the Annie, but it's hard to do. And he is still going so low to stuff. It's incredible. It really is. It's incredible that at 11.5 minutes in, you're still going to 200 HP in the jungle. You should be able to just, well, kill them without losing any health by now. And another kill here, another double kill. Hang on. Yeah, this is, it must be a double kill, because he killed this one as well. That's what I thought, but there must have been more than 10 seconds between the two, and yeah, just getting a really easy bottom lane here, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to watch it. Wow! He threw away the Ezreal. Instead of throwing him into his turret, he threw him out of his turret, and Ezreal might actually escape because of that, and is actually going to escape because of that. Wow, that was pretty terrible. So Blitzcrank does die. Yeah, it's a shame, but he's the support, so it doesn't really matter. And did she get killed again? Hang on. Yeah. Hang on, what did she do with the bear? Come on. Still, or once again, doesn't have a stun up. The main thing with Annie is of course the bear stun, so you need to get that stun off as soon as possible, or as often as possible, and you need to keep it up all the time. Even any bot knows that, come on. And going for the kill here, wow, yeah, she used her bear to farm. She should have sent in the bear to go after Akali. And if she sent the bear after Akali, Akali would have had to back off. And that's how you pressure the lane. You need to keep doing damage to your opponent. And yeah, you can control the bear using the Alt key. Yeah, just Alt right click if you wanted to go somewhere or attack something. And it should be easy enough. So let's take a look at the minions for a moment. Top lane, 20 minions ahead for Rumble, but he is 2 kills behind, so he's yeah, he's a little bit behind in gold, I guess. Then junglers, yeah, you can't really compare junglers just on basis of, well, minions and such. So yeah, I guess the Xin Zhao is a lot better than the Zed, because the Zed is just screwing up every time. He is level 6, this guy I can't really tell. Level 8 versus level 6. So yeah, the Xin Zhao definitely playing a better game. Akali should of course be the one that picks up the blue buff here. Let's see if she actually gets to pick it up. Akali, pick it up. Okay, it's going to Asriel then. I don't know why. Akali should be the one picking it up. The extra energy regen as well as the cooldown reduction is great on her. And she should be able to finish this kill. No! Wow, she's not going for it. Even though Annie has no stun up. And she wouldn't have had a stun up because she was at 1 stack. And you can see that by clicking on her. It says how many stacks she has. And yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. This was just... it was no good. She should have just gone for the kill. Because even at the worst of circumstances, you can still get away by using that that shield, that Twilight Shroud. And come on! Oh my god, yeah, now she got a kill. And they may actually lose the second one. Please run here. No, no! Yeah, now it's too late, I think. No, don't go back! What are you doing? Why? Why would you make it so hard on yourself? Why would you not just run this way, then go over here, flash over this thing if you're afraid of the bottom laners, and then run out there? I don't know. I don't know. It just seems... it seems silly. Obviously you would normally recall over here, because they don't have any long range stuns. So you can just recall over here, and if they come in you just flash over and run away. And yeah, at least you get to draw out a flash that way. So we have an ultimate coming in from Asriel. It tags up the Annie a little bit, but that's about it. He gets a few minions tagged up, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, we have a jungle invade here by Mr. Scaredy Pants. And hello! How you doing, dude? Yeah, that's not going anywhere. I don't know what he was trying to do. He wasn't... no, I really don't know. He wasn't trying to steal the double golems. He may have wanted to steal the red buff, but then saw Asriel or something like that. It seems so random. I mean, stealing the red buff, sure, but then either go for it, so put a ward out. First of all, you come in over here, you put a ward out just to see whether it's up and whether someone is there. And yeah, not just this halfway crap. Anyhow, we have Annie still without her blue buff. Or again without her blue buff. I don't know if she picked up any blue buff yet. I don't think so. I think this guy... no, this guy has been taking the blue buff every time. Which is kinda stupid. But hey, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, dude. I don't really care. So yeah, that's like 3 or 4 blue buffs. Hang on, the first one is at about 2 minutes, then at 7 minutes, then at 12 minutes. So yeah, 17 minutes would be the next blue buff, but yeah, that means it's the third one probably. And yeah, obviously the second should have gone to Annie and the third should have also gone to Annie. But he picked up the second one when Annie was in base because she got killed. And the third one, yeah, I don't know, he just picked it up, I guess. And also the red buff, of course, should go to Twitch, who is building all kinds of crap. A Zeal with Vampiric Scepter, so that combines into nothing. It also does no damage. All it does is give you a little bit of attack speed and movement speed. Come on, Akali! No, she's not going for it. Akali is not a really good tower diver until late in the game. And she's going for the Hextech Revolver first. And then she can tower dive, because then she has a slow and all kinds of good stuff. It seems that someone got a killing spree there. Yeah, well, whatever. It can only be this guy. Because he's the only one with 3 kills. Yeah, the Blitzcrank got caught. Yeah, it happens. It doesn't really matter. So guys, what are we doing here? It seems that we're just happy to farm some jungle. And look at this guy, 8 for his level 10 and 12. He is so far behind, it is incredible. Anyway. Yeah, we're just going to farm this, obviously. So, oh. Yeah, even the support can pick up that kind of a kill. It seems we are going for a real kill here, and let's hope they can actually pick it up. But this guy doesn't have his slow yet. Wow, he's building Tear of the Goddess, so going for that mana mune, and that of course does not give you a slow. So normally we see the Phage first, and then Phage will proc every now and then and will get you a slow. I think it's 1 in every 3 shots or something. 30% slow. Or a 30% chance of getting a slow off. That's what I wanted to say. Wow, lots of damage going down on Akali. Akali is invisible now. And she should be able to run away. Yes, she is going to run away. And everyone else is still alive. And still pretty healthy even. So yeah, Akali is out. We have Ezreal still taking charge here. And yeah, with 5 guys over here, they should really just run away. Push the bottom lane maybe. Oh my god. He just got completely caught. And the second ultimate did no damage. So that was good. Because he did get the kill with his ultimates. And yeah, the second ultimate just didn't do anything. And yeah, so we still have 4 guys here. And they are pinging the Akali. Akali, dude. Oh, lucky. No, she doesn't get out. Yeah, normally you wait as long as possible for people, or just to see what enemies are going to do. And normally they will block off the front entrance. So you run out the back and hope to make it out, but in this case, yeah, it didn't make any difference, because against 4, you pretty much have no chance. Especially with Annie having, I think both of her skills up, yeah. Both of her AoE skills were up, so her ultimate and her incinerate. So she can do damage to you with a high probability anyway. I would have definitely dropped Tibbers on there if you stayed hidden. So once again we see the Sunfire cape on someone with the new animation. It just looks weird, I'm sorry. So we're going for blue buff here, but who's going to pick it up this time? Nobody. Okay, excellent. That is how pros do it. They just leave it there. It seems that Dragon is up, and as I said, blue buff is up, enemy red buff is up, so there are prizes everywhere. Just go for something. You just gotta kill on Twitch, so it's not like it's on the Soraka who doesn't do anything anyway. Yeah, it seems that we're just happy to just stand here. It's kind of funny how these names are so similar, by the way. Huh. I don't know why. I don't know if they're if it means anything, or if they're just family, or I don't know. Let's just do something, guys. Just grab someone, Blitz. Come on, grab the Annie. Grab the Annie. No, we're not going to grab the Annie. Yeah, well. So, Blitzcrank running around here with rushed Banshee's Veil, which is kind of strange because normally we see him going for gold items, of course. And with Philosopher's Stone still available at 5 gold per 10 seconds, you might want to go for that. Oh, Akali gets nuked down here, and oh, we're at 5 frames per second because of all the things going on. Yeah, we know. Blue team. Blue. To loot? Okay, that didn't freak out at all. No, that's just your computer. Yeah. That wasn't in the recording. That was just your computer freaking out. Oh my god, what just happened? I've never had that. I've had people like double the, or I've had the announcer double the announcement, but never like this. Never for like 5 seconds straight. Okay, so it seems that we couldn't get a kill, and yeah, we're just screwed now. Well, it is 15 to 15, so the only guy that's really screwing them over would be the 5 and 5 Darius, who apparently dies quite a lot, but yeah, this he's the only one that has 5 kills, so that actually kills people. And for the rest, yeah, the farm on Twitch is higher, 124 with 4 kills, but it's nothing compared to the 8 kills with 154. So yeah, it should still be the red team that is ahead, but actually they're exactly equal. Well, there's about 300 gold difference. But yeah, the way the gold is divided amongst everyone is that's where the difference lies. So this guy apparently didn't get the note where it said that you only can get one of those to stack. So you can't stack unique passives with the same name. Or passives with the same name, I guess. Oh, they still call it unique passives, okay. So you can't stack unique passives with the same name, and that's exactly what we see here. 2 Cage's Lucky Picks, that doesn't really do anything for you. And unfortunately Blitzcrank does get killed. Rumble, however, gets out. What are we going to do, enemy team? You just scored 3 hits, 3 kills. So you're 5 versus 2. What are you going to do? Wow, yeah, the heal is really nice after a team fight. And so now Soraka becomes useful again. Because now she can heal up this guy for the next team fight. He doesn't have to go home. And yeah, that is of course excellent. And that was a very, very bad use of the ultimate. She used the ultimate to heal someone that was never going to die. And that was the only one that was under 100% health on her team. So yeah, you might not want to do it like that. You might want to save that ultimate for, well, just in case you need it to heal up your entire team in a team fight, for example. because that ultimate is great in a team fight. But yeah, later in the game, so like now, she becomes useful again, but I think she's better played as an AD carry, AP carry now. Because then she can actually build items, and those heals actually make a difference. Because now the heals are like, I don't know, 300-400, and that's like 2 hits. Well, it's even 1 hit from this guy, because he does about 300 damage, and then if you get a critical strike, it basically is more than well, it's 450. So or well, if you have Infinity Edge, a little bit more, but it's just not worth it normally to get that heal off. Of course, that's why there's an armor buff on that heal. And let's see, the heal now does 360 health. So yeah, that's 1 hit. So you can sustain 1 more hit, and then the armor buff of course kicks in, and the armor buff is a lot more useful for that fight then. Because the armor buff will provide you with a lot of armor, and that is excellent. So they get another kill. Unfortunately, they did not get the guy in the bush, which was the Xin Zhao, who was 4-1. And yeah, I guess they need to focus on that Darius, because Darius, although he is very tanky, can still die pretty easily, but is also the one that gets the most kills. So if they can 5 versus 1 him, yeah, you should definitely take that opportunity. Just to demoralize him, just to make sure that he doesn't farm for a little bit. Just to make sure that, yeah, you still got the chance to win. Anyway, Annie is going to not run out. Okay. Yeah, she's going to win this fight here. And, oh yeah, nicely done by Annie. Sorry, dude. Annie just was just better. And yeah, that Zed is still completely useless. And that ultimate was also completely useless. It did a little bit of damage, I guess. Especially to Soraka, who now healed herself, and that is a big mistake. You should never heal yourself as Soraka. But they're not going to care, because, well, the 2 guys were still in there, and it was 2 versus 3 with the 4th guy coming in, and the 4th guy might actually, no, he's not going to get a kill. He needs some additional movement speed, man. If he wants to be chasing everyone, he should have gone level 5 boots, because he is roaming around the map all the frickin' time, which is insane. But I guess, yeah, he is getting things done, so yeah, can't really call it too insane. That was an insanely bad ultimate, by the way. So didn't even attempt to get a last hit with that ultimate. The slow goes down from Twitch, and is it going to be good enough? Yeah, we're going to get into the team fighting phase. Well, in the part of the game here where the team fighting is not wanted by either team, so they're going to just push lanes and then run away when someone comes in, and that is just not fun to watch at all. But hey, it's part of the game. Part of the game is pressuring lanes when you're ahead, and if no team is really ahead, that means that both teams are kind of afraid of the team fight. And we are going to fight for Baron. Oh! How did you miss that? Oh my god. They could have gotten an easy kill on the Soraka, but instead they just get owned here. Yep, 4 versus 1. And yeah, he's not going to get that. That grab was terrible. Okay, he missed the grab on the Soraka, but he did grab the Darius, and that of course is no good. Because grabbing Darius results in your team getting owned, because he is super fat and super tanky. So you need to 5 versus 1 him, or in this case, you should have 5 versus 1 the Soraka, and if you grab Darius by mistake, you should run away. You should not stay there. And definitely not attack him, but running away would have been the best option there. Because there is no way you're going to kill him with the entire enemy team hammering on you. And yeah, that's just the way it is. There's not a whole lot that that I can say about it. For the rest, at least we're getting this. So Ezreal not going for that. Oh, he's going for, yeah. This is the upgrade from Manamune. Ezreal not going for the Trinity Force build. Even though that is the highest damage you can get, plus the most utility you can get, because you get a slow, you get extra movement speed, all from that one item, which means that you only need one item really. Because you get all the utility and damage from one item, and then all you need in the late game is a little bit more items to do damage, but for the early game, or early to mid game, you can do pretty well with just that and yeah, some defensive items. They're getting owned, man. 2 versus 2, but it is a really close 2 versus 2. Could have actually been a lot worse. Oh, it is going to be a lot worse. Well, not a lot, but these two are both dead now. Because, yeah, he's going to kill both of them. And Annie's coming in to help out. Yeah. See, it's not that hard to estimate how much damage someone is going to do. And it seems that that people are still incapable of doing that while playing the game. You need to learn what your champion can take and what it can't take. And you should know that if you have 9 kill, because he was 9 kill Darius on your case, so you're trying to run away, you shouldn't stop, you shouldn't engage. And especially if you're as underfarmed as this Zed, you should definitely just run away. Anyhow, we have, yeah, another mistake there by Akali. Akali not staying under her invisibility, even though she would have been totally safe there. And this Ezreal could have hammered away at him while he was being slowed, and you could run out the other way. But instead Akali went, yeah, she was a little bit scared, a little bit too scared, and she actually jumped out before the, well, before she was safe. Sorry. I think I talked too much today. Anyway, yeah, she made a little bit of a mistake, but it's no problem. Oh my god. Anyhow, we're going to continue on. Let's see what the enemy team can do. It seems that the enemy team is just standing around doing nothing. Again, the blue buff going to this noob lord. He is not giving that to Annie, even though Annie can do a whole lot more with it than he can. And, yeah, well, I'm not saying that he can't do anything with it. I'm just saying that it's not nearly as useful on him as it is on Annie. Because Annie having more spells is what Annie's damage needs. She needs to have more spells, so cooldown reduction. Xin Zhao is mostly about basic attacks anyway. And he can of course do a lot with his spells and blah blah blah. Did he get poisoned there? That looks terrible. Anyway, what? Are you kidding me? Just a random Completely random. He doesn't even have vision. Are you kidding me with this? What? What just happened? There's a smite up and you don't smite it? There's nobody standing in the way of that shot? I mean, it's not like he shot for the first time. He already tried once before. And I don't know. It's just... That was just crazy. And now, of course, they can actually do the damage that's needed to kill Darius. And Xin Zhao should be no problem. So he's going to give away his blue buff. Come on, give away your blue buff. Do it. No, ultimate does not reach. And Blitzcrank not going to catch up. So yeah, we lost another inhibitor because we were chasing people, which was fine, but I need to pressure here, man. Baron buff, one guy up. They only have Annie really to defend. Xin Zhao is yeah, is not really going to stop them. Annie might actually stop them. Well, both of them have about equal farm. It's just that Annie, because she has burst damage, can actually nuke down one guy, probably, and then run out. Xin Zhao has to be up close and personal with people, and being at a disadvantage in a situation, he's not going to manage. So he his blue buff timed out. He now has a red buff. He's going to grab another blue buff. I don't know what he keeps doing with these blue buffs, but hey, I guess at some level he he's going to learn that the blue buff is not supposed to be on him. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And there you go, getting the kill on Zed, because Zed is just weak sauce. He still is. He will be under-leveled this entire game. And oh yeah, they're going to own them. Triple kill for Xin Zhao, and everyone's down except for this Akali. Akali is of course in trouble. She needs to be invisible, but she didn't step into her invisibility, and they're going to lose now, I think. Well, I assume. And there you go. So the ace going down, and even though we had a 15-5 Ezreal on our team, we still lose, which is pretty sad. It is of course mainly due to the bad plays, because gold-wise they're pretty much equal. I mean, now there's 6k gold between them, but if we look here on who has what, Ezreal has 16k gold. He has by far the most gold in the game. It's not even close. Then Rumble, yeah, he keeps messing his spells and yeah, doing stupid stuff. But he has 11k gold, which is not that far behind someone like Darius. So they're pretty much equal. Then Zed, yeah, he was just a weak sauce in this game. And yeah, look at this, 2000 gold behind on the support, even though he has 1 kill and 57 minions, where Soraka only has 3. That's the lack of gold items. She actually built 2 gold items that were actually useful, and yeah, because of those 2 gold items she got 9 gold every 10 seconds, and that's good enough. That will put you ahead, as it says, about 1700 gold. And that is exactly the amount that he's missing. So you can see how that worked out. Yeah, for the rest, Akali, 11,000. Yeah, she's a little bit behind on the carries on the enemy team, like this Xin Zhao or the Twitch. But she can still deal with them pretty nicely. I mean, 11k versus 13k on these two. Yeah, that's pretty much equal. You should still be able to make those plays. It's just that the team fights were terrible, and there were too many missed opportunities for kills, too many moments where you should have dominated or pushed as a team, and instead nothing happened. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!